Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm super excited to be here with my colleague and friend Metin.
Hey everyone.
Today we are going to show you a calendar component that's both highly flexible and incredibly easy to use. We have been working hard on this calendar library and now we are excited to share it with you.
It's OBCalendar. It's designed to be simple and very easy to use. We'll walk you through its core features and show you exactly how to get started.
Okay, let's dive in.
To get started, we need to import the OBCalendar package to our project. In order to do it, we need to press File on top left of the screen, add package dependencies, paste the GitHub link to the right part of this window, and press Add Package button from the bottom right. Now it shows us that this package contains two products. We just press Add Package button and we'll see that package dependency has been added to our project. Now all we have to do is to go to Project Settings, click plus from the bottom of Frameworks, Libraries and Embedded Content. Find the OBCalendar here and add it to our target. Now all we need to do is to import the OBCalendar to our page and write OBCalendar when we want to use it. That's it. What I want to do here now, just put the calendar view to a variable for now to be able to manage that view easier. And I'm going to define a selected date state variable, and I'm going to put the selected date's value to my state variable here. First of all, I'm going to show you how to change the date range we are going to use in the calendar. We have two values defining the drawing range of the calendar, which is the start date, and its default value is today, and the drawing range. Its default value is 1 year. Start date value takes the month value of the date and starts from the first day of that month. As an example, setting today as the start date means that it's going to start from the first day of this month, and setting drawing range as 1 month means that it's going to draw 1 month from starting this month. For now, I'm going to keep using the default values of it and start implementing the date selection logic. OBCalendar has 3 modifiers, which lets us modify its visual by changing every component on it. First one is the day modifier, which lets us to modify the day views. What I'm going to do is to write day modifier on the OBCalendar component. Just press enter and write base view. This closure is a view builder closure which wants us to declare our views that we want to show it on the calendar. Day modifier defines every day cell here. So if I just write text 1, 2, 3, it's going to put this text to every day cell. The base view is already modified version which contains the day number of the related month. This closure passes 2 parameters, and the base view is here for us to not write our own logic every single time we want to modify the days. It doesn't have any size modifiers on it, so we just can add frame modifiers, color modifiers. As an example, if we want to change the color, we just change it to red, blue or something else. But what I'm going to do is to add a tap gesture on day views and put the view model's day's date value to our selected date and add a background which is going to include a circle, but its foreground color, circle's color, is going to be defined by this expression. If the selected date is equal to this date, it's going to be blue, otherwise it's going to be clear. This way, when I tap a day here, it's going to add a circle to the background of the day views. But we don't have to add our own logic every single time, although it's very simple. We just added a modifier for views to make them selectable with date objects. All we need to do is to write selectable modifier on any view object and pass our selected date as a binding parameter and pass a related view model, which we already have a view model in this block. Now it added a selection logic to the day views. Now let's assume that we need a range selection on the calendar. We have a different version of selectable modifier for view objects, which takes two date objects for the range selection. What I'm going to do is to rename this one as the first date and define a second date here. I'm going to call the selectable modifier the other version, range version. The first one is going to be our first date and the second one is going to be our second date. The view model is the same, which we already have here. And now we have a range selection logic on the calendar. We can modify the base view here, but we recommend that make your modifications before the selectable modifier because it manages the tap gesture on the views that you apply to them. And if you add a modifier which changes the size of it, it needs to add the tap gesture to the latest version of that. So if you add a frame modifier before the selectable, it's going to keep the frame as tappable. If you don't want that, you just add your modifiers after the selectable modifier. Let's talk about modifying the month parts. We have another modifier called month modifier. It takes similar parameters. The first one is the base view, which is the default month view. It's the one you see by default, which has month title and a divider. The days view, it's the one that contains only the day part, which is coming from the day modifier. So if I change the foreground color of the days, let's say to yellow, it's going to change to yellow. And we have a view model which contains related data to this month. Now I'm going to use my own title and dividers to lay out the month parts. I'm going to put a VStack here, use the days view, put a text and fetch the title from the view model. It's the default title you see with the default views. I'm going to put a divider, going to set vertical padding for the month parts, and it looks similar to the default one, right? I'm going to lower the padding a bit. Now let's say we don't want to write the year part or we need a short month text. The view model has short month symbol or the other versions coming from the calendar. You can use it however you want. This was just a quick demonstration to show you how to modify the visual of the calendar component. You can customize it further by implementing your own custom layouts however you like.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, a star on the repo would mean a lot. Feel free to contribute and stay tuned for more.